Here on 3rd and 2. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Murray now to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun now for Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll try and run for it with Connor. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's Taylor. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some space here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Rodgers now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check 52. Easy.
Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a handoff to Connor. A first down for Connor and then some. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh, and his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup, but with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Remember what we just saw? That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. On 1st down, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will be cut down to 4. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray. And that is incomplete here. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Murray. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
23 yards on the play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Murray. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Just like that.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Murray to air it out again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Murray. Got his man, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And again, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a quick. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. They find some open field here. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And a big turn. Point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw is Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. They'll roll him out right. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They give it off here to the tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. second and goal from inside the 5. And that'll set them back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on second and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now a dump off here complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Murray now to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
Rodgers going to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be third down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Here's Moore on the return. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to look deep for more,
and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
On play action, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Flushed out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Connor going to try and run it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave him a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down. But from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already.